Minority Leader.
Madam Speaker, thank you for giving an opportunity. Madam Speaker, I stand to support the motion by the Departmental Committee on Finance, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to thank also the chairman for doing a thorough job with his committee, because the report that they have brought on those two nominees, Madam Speaker, are factual. Madam Speaker, Cyril Odede Wagunda, or Cyril Wagunda Odede, comes from my county, from Migori County, Madam Speaker. And I want to thank His Excellency the President for appointing Mr. Wagunda as a Principal Secretary, Madam Speaker. He is the first Jasuna to become a Principal Secretary. Can you imagine? Since independence. Jasuna is where I come from, Mr. Speaker. The first Jasuna to become a Principal Secretary, Madam Speaker. I can't be more proud than today, Madam Speaker, that in my life, as a sitting member of Parliament, Jasuna now is a Principal Secretary. Jasuna East or West together, they are called Suna, both of them. Madam Speaker, Mr. Odede is a distinguished career civil servant. He has served this country at the Kenya Revenue Authority for the last almost 30 years without any problem, without any matter, without any finger raised about him on issues of integrity, on issues of disobedience or anything at his place of work, Madam Speaker. These are the kind of Kenyans, Madam Speaker, when they are given a second opportunity to serve the nation, they will serve this country diligently, faithfully, and with honesty. Madam Speaker, this is a man I can vouch for because I have known him for many years. He's a man who has served this country in a previous capacity as a Deputy Commissioner in the Kenya Revenue Authority, Madam Speaker, and he is a man who has all the qualifications, as has been said by the chair of the committee. They have checked everywhere, and they have realized, and they have come to confirm that he is fit for the position that he has been appointed to. Madam Speaker, the State Department that he has been taken, the State Department for Investment and Asset Management, is also equally very important State Department that our country needed. It's one of the new State Department that has been created now. And as you are aware, this country has many assets that need to be revived, for the benefit of Kenyans, Madam Speaker. Assets that some of them have become malfunctioning, others have become dead assets. We don't even have a proper register of the country's assets, Madam Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, as Migori people, whom I represent in this House, today we are very happy that His Excellency the President has given an opportunity, one of us, to serve this country. And Madam Speaker, with those few remarks, I want to say that Kenyans will get the services that they need through that man called Mr. Cyril Odede, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, Cyril Odede Wagunda also is a social worker. I remember when he was at the Kenya Revenue Authority, he has done a lot of social work at Migori, Madam Speaker. He has been a chair of many schools, boards, and he has helped the community to the extent where we thought that if he is given another opportunity, he can do a better job, Madam Speaker. And I am happy that the appointing authority, in their own wisdom, also realized and pointed out that this kind of person, if given an opportunity, will serve the country at a higher level. Madam Speaker, this is the way we want to move our country, where people who have never thought that they will serve this country, these positions of principal secretaries, cabinet secretaries, and other presidential appointees, are given an opportunity. Because, Madam Speaker, there are people I know, like this Cyril, who had lost hope. They never thought the national government will ever, see them, where they will have been rotting in Migori, Madam Speaker, with this kind of knowledge that they have, where the committee now has confirmed that these people will reform these places. This is the kind of, I want to thank the majority leader, Madam Speaker, because he has played a key role in making sure that this country moves to this direction it is moving to. He has been consulting me as the minority leader and asking me how many experts are remaining. Madam Speaker, we are in thorough consultations with the majority leader. Thorough consultations that anytime he thinks there's an expert required, I normally get his phone calls, even 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. He asks me, do you think there's an expert in ODM who can help issues in the government, Madam Speaker? But the majority leader continue with that kind of mindset, because who knows? Who knows? In the near future, you might become our president. Who knows? Only God knows. Madam Speaker. So, Madam Speaker, I want to thank him also because he has shown leadership in that line. And I am happy that we are going to that direction as a country where every Kenyan feels he has a chance to serve his nation or her nation, Madam Speaker. Every Kenyan feels that he can serve in any position in this country. Where we are not being told you are a shareholder, you're not a shareholder, you are what, you are not. That nonsense has ended in this country, Madam Speaker, with this kind of appointment. When this list of the new principal secretaries came out, Madam Speaker, it covered the whole republic. There was a appointee from the coast, Kilifi, from Migori, from Kisumu, from Samburu, from Kajiado, from Mount Kenya, everyone. We are passing here a list that has all faces from all the regions of this country. That is the kind of nation we want going forward, Madam Speaker. Because look, Sona people are not small people. That's where I come from. And they have never been a permanent secretary since independence. You know, there are some communities here that when they speak, they say, oh, we have been forgotten. Me, I just keep quiet. They don't know that even ours have been forgotten. We have been in the trenches of opposition. That's why I think we have been segregated for all and discriminated for all this time of period. But now, finally, things have changed. Things have changed because people who never thought they can serve this country are now being put forward to serve this country. And that can only happen under leadership of the broad-based, not those other leadership that were there before, because they have forgotten other Kenyans. Madam Speaker, I want to send the majority leader to His Excellency the President to convey our message that he's on the right direction in terms of bringing Kenyans together. This is the way to go, and we will not relent until every Kenyan feels that he's a Kenyan like any other Kenyan, not like before where a man who used to come to his office at 5 a.m. in the morning used to remind us that, oh, you're not shareholders. Which shares? When did Kenya become a company where people bought shares? When did Kenya become a limited liability company where you're judged by the number of shares you have? Huh? Madam Speaker, I want to say that this is the way a nation is built. This is how we can have a united and cohesive nation. When I find a Jasuna on the table, it's when I know Kenya is one. When you just, only people who can speak in one language are the ones who are running in government. That cannot happen anymore. So, Madam Speaker, with those few remarks, the committee, thank you very much. We will support on our side as the minority any Kenyan. We will not mind where he comes from, which religion he belongs to, which county, so long as he can deliver and provide services to Kenyans. I am promising you on the floor of this house, we will support him. And we will make sure he is given an opportunity. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Majority.